Good evening. Hello, chat. It's only been 10 minutes since I was supposed to start, but we're here. What's up? How we doing? Now, chat, you've all come to me today to learn some very, very important information about your personal security. And I asked you to provide me images of yourself. Here, let me actually get some music playing first. What do we want? Do we want video game music, or do we want real music that will get the stream muted? I might want to upload this, so we act video game music actually. Yeah, I want to save this VOD, so we're using video game music. Let's see. How loud is that? Yeah, keep the VOD alive. How we doing, everybody? I'm glad to see there's some bingo players in chat. I'm glad to see some familiar faces. I'm glad to see some less common faces who are very lovely to have around. I have 38 of you here, and before we start, if you're not here and you would like to be, let me know. Just send me like a square-ish PNG of you if you are not here and you would like to be, and I'll put you in. I'll let you know. We've got 38 people who need to know how easy they are to steal from. We're gonna zoom in a bit. So I'm currently running on the basis of 5 different tiers here. So, most people can be stolen from. I've found this in my experience, that ultimately it is very rare to find someone who cannot be stolen from. Very, very few people and very, very few things enjoy that. I am one of them, of course. And if anything ever has happened, I've then gone and gotten it back. Don't trust what they tell you. I've never had anything taken from me. Never. So, I am going to tell all of you who have so graciously provided yourselves, and I'm gonna be considering a bit of lore as well, depending if I know it, and if I don't know it, I'll go to your Twitter or wherever you put your PNG, and I'll look into it. I'll see what what can be done, because you have to consider all contingencies. Locked up like Fort Knox is something that is given to only those who I can conceive of absolutely no means of taking something from them. Okay? Other than roughly 18 years of your life. Hey. That will do it. Actually, hold on. I want to make a few more tiers. Okay. So here we go. Alright, so most of my stuff is, salvaged. I respect that. So, okay, I've given a few more tiers. I've given a few more tiers, such as to, because there's a lot of different types of theft. There's a lot of different types of theft. Done them all, been around, and frankly, They're all good. But so, for anyone, that I suspect maybe 2 people will be, quote, locked up a bit quiet? Okay. Let me maybe turn it up a scratch. There. Is that any better? That should be better. It's not supposed to be louder than me, but... So, chat. I expect there will maybe be 2 people. I expect maybe 2 people at that, if that, to get locked up like Fort Knox. The next highest is going to be like requiring a proper heist, like a real high-class moment of home invasion. Next below that is like a vaguely smart bank robber kind of gets ya. Below that is a mug, like being mugged. Getting pickpocketed. Maybe you're not stupid, but like you'll fall for someone who's going for you. And then the lowest tier is you fall for Facebook marketplace schemes. Which is to say that you are like allergic to not being stolen from. You are the dream for people like me. So, chat, any questions? Any questions? I'll tell them to take my dream. Those long days passes by on the phone. How do you manage to be the raccoon ever forever? Well, it's not hard because that's what I am, but long days passing by from the door. Fuck, hold on. I'm getting sidetracked. Music's too good. Okay. Anyway, so I'm looking through our first consultant's lore to try to find anything, or try to find anything on lore that I should consider, because everybody knows that you have to know your target a little bit. You have to get a good read. You have to get a good read on your target before you go in on them. And so far, to my understanding, it appears that she is a cat girl. At Miss Kitty. Actually, hold on. So we're gonna. This is a bad idea. Here, you know what? I'll have it in another window, so I can move it in as I please. Our first consultant today is Miss Kitty Gemma. I believe that's a Gemma, pardon me. Who, again, you have to be very careful on Twitter. I believe she is a cat girl VTuber. I don't see any specification as to type of cat, so I can assume domestic. I can assume a domestic cat of a kind. Here is her reference sheet. Very cute design. I have to say, very cute. Let's get a look closer, though. Because that's what's important here. Whether or not you dress in a way that will allow me to very quickly, slip a little hand in there and grab something out of it, upon, being close to you is one thing. Now, it looks as though she wears a pretty typical a pretty typical dress of sorts. She doesn't appear to be carrying a lot on her person, but I would not be surprised to find that she wears maybe a purse of a kind or some other body bag, right? I don't see anything immediately that's going to set her completely apart from any sort of, you know, let's say you're like normal person, right? I don't see anything immediately off the hook, and I haven't seen anything from a lore perspective that would set her to be someone who I can't, you know, I at least, as, you know, Master Thief, if you want to be the safest you can be, you ask a Master Thief, couldn't pull one over on, right? So I do think that she's minimum pickpocketing will do. Mugging minimum. So I think that the way that this kind of works, right, is that, you know, you could do any of the above tiers, except for obviously locked up products, against her. Like, let's say her, for example, against someone put into any of the lower tiers. So I don't think that she would necessarily fall for a Facebook Marketplace scheme, but I do think you could probably get away with pickpocketing her. I think, like, you bump into her, she drops her purse, you drop another item that looks similar, you swap the two, or maybe, like, you bump into her and it's like, hand in the pocket, to, you know, the typical misdirection, right? I definitely think that there is a possibility that she is relatively easy to take something off of. What do you think, chat? Will I pull up our next... not victim, but... I guess you might be able to call it a victim. So... next target. Okay. We see a lot of agreement. Oh, wow. Pretty cool model. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, a lizard. What? How did I know about this? Okay. So... next in our list here, Fubuki Shinko, at Fubuki Shinko on Twitter, here, appears to be let me pull up the PNG here, something of a lizard, I don't want to, like, samurai and or shinobi. And to my tweet, she had responded, "You might get stabbed." Now, she's clearly armed. She does have a tail. She's clearly armed. She's clearly ready for combat here, right? She or they, pronoun indifferent, pardon me. Now, what is a little different? What is a little difficult here is what do they have on their person that is going to really make this hard? Again, might be a little. That's true. That's true. However, of course, I would argue that, you know, having a weapon on you does kind of give away your game plan in this case. You certainly won't fall for common tricks. Absolutely not going to be able to bump into them and take something off of their person. It also doesn't look like they have a lot of pockets. I can maybe spot one item that is, like, immediately liftable off of their person. like, and that's this thing that's tucked into the rope here. I think that is maybe the only liftable item. And that's right at the center of their mass, too. So, like, and obviously they're going to be pretty aware of themselves if they're proficient in combat to any degree. So this is going to be someone who's not exactly a pushover. I don't think it's impossible, because I haven't found anything alluding to the fact that they are in any form of armored situation or anything along those lines. I think if you pull one over them, if you manage to, you could probably... Okay, so here's the thing, right? There's a difference between pickpocketing and mugging, because a pickpocketing event preys on people's awareness of themselves, to which this person cannot fall victim. A mugging kind of depends on... This is... Okay, we need another tier. We need another tier for this. Get jumped. 5+ people. So I feel that you would probably need a crew. You're gonna need a group of folks in order to pull one over on this person. Yeah, you're right. You have to mug someone. That's like a one-on-one. That's like one-on-one. When you put them up, and even if you're like me and you have, like, why did it... I guess I'm not touching that anymore, just because that fucked my shit over. There's just a pickpocketing and mugging at minimum 0.22 inches. But so, yeah, mugging implies violence, and kind of like a 1v1, right? Getting jumped is multiple people attacking you at once. That's what I'm going to choose to define this as currently, because that will give us the best... Also, hello, Mitsuda. Hello, Teddy. Hello, everybody. So, right, if you 1v1 someone and they could have their stuff taken from them, that's kind of what mugging minimum implies. I think you have to jump this person. I think this person has to be at a disadvantage in a fight, like overwhelming numbers, in order to get something off of their person. Right? Because this is a combat encounter now. They're armed. Right? They're kind of a boss fight, yeah. Or at least, like, a big deal. Because, like, listen, I might have all manner of silly gadgets and items and goofy things that I do, right? Right? But I'm not all that good at using them. I just do it when it's funny, right? I know my way around, but, like, put me against a ninja, I'm relying on, like the scene in Indiana Jones where the dude was, like, spinning the fucking sword around and shit, and he just, like, shoots him. right? That's me. That, like, bang. That's me. I'm indie in that scene, okay? That's how I fight. That's how I do this. So, like, I think I might be able to. But, like, I don't know, my combat abilities are a certain way. And I consider myself a little above average, but not quite there. You know what I mean? So in the interest of improving this person's personal security, I would say that they should be very ready to be jumped by multiple people should they be carrying something very valuable. Because that is what I would say is required at the very minimum. Not a melee class either? Alright. You need jonesing to get... Yeah, exactly. Next up is Ostuarty, who allow me to... I don't think I can... I love Ostu. Ostu's so cool. I don't know if I can show Ostu's account. Ostu has a Ostu's design is a little horny. Then again, so is mine, if I'm honest with you. There's a diary that day. Yeah! Harrison Ford is a fucking G. I love that guy. Actually, no, Ostu's account isn't that horny. Okay, maybe it's a little horny. I believe... Let me find the lore. Do we have the lore here? There's a not safe for work account? What the fuck? Can I find, let's look at... Okay. That's streams and search. Yeah. No, it should be okay. It's a-okay. Honestly though, let's look at Ostu. Let's look at Ostu's fit here. Dude, Ostu fucking serving. I want this outfit. Look at those pants. Fit goes nuts. Fit goes goofy. Big ass fucking sleeves. Ostu's fit goes so crazy. Ostu RT, is, to my understanding, a demon and ex-deity. So there is a degree of power placed in that, of course, because, you know, you're dealing with someone who is supernatural. Let's consider our different tiers here. If I'm thinking about this, if I'm remembering this properly, I think I heard that like Ostu is a degree of is something of a. I might be misunderstanding, but I feel as though my understanding of Ostu RT is that he is a they is a It's they use all three, much like me actually, except don't use he. All right, you have to be a very particular person to use he font. Okay. I'm trying to find a degree of confirmation because I'm pretty sure Ostu is a succubus of a or incubus, one of them, right? Okay, does that sound right to anyone? Or any Ostu fans in chat able to confirm this for me? Because whether or not they are a demon of that kind, I suppose, does change things a little bit. Because really, like, I should know this, but I can't remember. Right? I think. Okay, here's the thing. Demonic power in any way is gonna put you... Like... Is Ostu gonna be able to be pickpocketed, though? That's the thing. Right? Do you think we could pull one over on Ostu? Do we think we pull wool over their eyes? Do we think we can perform a little maneuver and they drop their goodies? Like, what do we think here? What song is this? I'm sorry. We just heard this. Okay. Okay. I think Ostu RT is going to minimum need a mugging. I don't think you pull that over on Ostu. I think Ostu kind of knows what they're about pretty consistently, being a demon and shit, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that, like, you know, I think that they're a little... They're not mean, obviously. Ostu is a lovely, lovely person, but I think that like they have an edge. They have an edge to them, if that makes sense. that's gonna get them, that's gonna keep them sharp, keep them aware. One second, everyone. Okay. We have another addition to it, so let me really quickly... What do you think, chat? Because I'm kind of having trouble. I'm kind of having trouble making an assertion here. Because what are Astu's powers? Do we know this? Do we know this? Because, like, if I roll up and I'm like, come up, you know? Am I gonna get fucking blasted with the fucking Biden blast? The fucking hell laser? Like, what's gonna happen here? Like, if I roll up with a baseball bat, am I equipped? Like, what's the deal here? I can shapeshift, but to be honest, I don't know. That fucks. Love shapeshifting. Maybe a category for better safe than sorry? I think you need... I'm gonna put some confidence in myself, because I think that Astu is either a succubus or an incubus. I'm pretty sure of this. I'm, like, relatively certain. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think... Listen, okay. Listen. I just closed Opera. Okay, showing the rocket while Opera is open. Closes it. Good to know. I have to reshuffle the plate. This is not trigger fire breaking, but honestly it's scuffed enough to where you may as well put it. Okay. So I think we can get away with mugging Astu. Do we think this is fair? Oni, hi. Hello, Oni. Things are going good. Hope you're doing well. Learned that a lot of your... I'm so good than fail. Okay. Next, probably one of the worst, right? I think Astu... I think we can mug Astu. I think you can... I think if you catch Astu on a bad day in a bad alley... Boof, you know what I mean? Bring out a wrench. Fucking... let me... Where is it? I lost it. Bring out the wrench, you're like... You know what I mean? Like, you hit him 3 times over the head. I don't know. Do demons get knocked out? Is this something that happens? Can that happen? You give him the... You know what I mean? I don't know. Listen, in a world with weird fucked up things like me, you gotta be careful. So I think that mugging minimum is good for this. Just my take here, just my take. But okay. Let's move on. Let's continue here. So he's got up his... That's a big ass sleeve. Who knows? So next up, we have, and this one I can actually navigate to because, well, let me not spoil who's on it, I guess. Well, I mean, you could go look if you... Actually, hold on. Before we continue a lot further, I'm gonna... 1 second. You have all our pictures right at the bottom. I know, still! That's, yeah, you good point. 1 second. Well, boom. I'm really quickly going to add someone. Alright. We've added someone. We've added someone to the screen. To it. So we're good. Alright, our next person is Ben Soulstone. Allow me to find Ben's PNG in here. A new hand touches the beacon. As it were. Alright. Our next consultant is Ben Soulstone, who is a robot, overall community dad, and who I know for a fact is packing heat. Bro's got like a cannon in his arm. And he's pretty he'll share stuff with you if you ask. So I'm a little tempted, because here's the thing, right? I think if you give maybe a good enough Facebook Marketplace scheme, he might, but otherwise you need a heist. Or you need a bank robbery event. Soul's a mega metric fuck ton of lore, and most involves him kicking copious amount. Yeah, no, right? And when does carrying become robbery? When it's me. See, you could give a good enough one. I think. I'm sure there's a way to Facebook Marketplace him into giving you some stuff, right? That maybe he wouldn't want to give up otherwise. But I think you're gonna need, a bank robbery tier event. You know what I mean? You're gonna be coordinated, you're gonna need multiple people, he's like a raid boss, you know what I mean? He is not easy to bring down on your own. If he is defending something, you are gonna have to fight. It is gonna have to be touch and go. It's not, you ain't exactly gonna do well, right? So I think Ben is a very easy bank robbery tier event. Raid battle just for to give you the loot anyway. Exactly. He's such a nice guy that he'd give it to you out of respect by the end. But it's gonna be a fight. You're fighting, or you've at least got to be real coordinated about your touch and go aspects. So next, we have another VTuber. Another VTuber enters the ring. New consultant. Bob Larson 98, who notably appears to be something of a elemental king of lightning of some kind. Maybe I shouldn't be scrolling through this media tab. This could get bad. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not tempting fate. So Bob Larson here, to my knowledge, is someone who has a degree of control over lightning. That's pretty. That's kind of hard to deal with, right? That's tough. I don't know if I don't see. Here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing, though. In this picture, I'm seeing a lot of places to put items, which means a lot of places to reach in and grab items from. Right? You see what I'm saying here? Also, he's like a king? Then again, that could mean that he's prepared to be stolen from. If he says, if I catch you, I will smite you. You could get shocked and turn charred black, possibly fall into a pile of dust. They haven't spotted you, all their pockets are your pockets. Exactly, right? That's the thing here. It's hard to make that judgment call here. I'm kind of thinking you gotta jump him. You have to jump him, or you have to pull a bank robbery tier event. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. That's kind of what I'm seeing. That's my perception at hand. Most ones are inward facing or covered. That's true. That's true. Like, look at that crown, man. That looks so submissive and stealable. Not him, but the crown. Cool looking crown, though. I want it. So at Bob Larson 98 on Twitter, I think if we jump Bob Larson though, I think if I get 5 pockets and we roll up with baseball bats, I think there's a good chance. And we're not trying to kill him. Let's point that out. We're not trying to kill anybody. We're just trying to like put them in a disadvantageous state to where whatever item they are carrying, we can. Like, we could probably, you know, grab the item and run. You know what I mean? So I think definitely you get him at a certain point, maybe knock the crown off, we take it, right? I think it's possible. They may have security. That's true. I didn't see any confirmation towards that, but I think I don't know. Maybe we might have to bring him up a tier. I think that's true. Kings do tend to have security, so like you're gonna have to like be coordinated. Sneak in, sneak out. Get some planning done, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, sure. They have guys and stuff, yeah. No, I see it. So, by the way, bingo players drinking Monster Energy, as per usual. Yeah, I think bank robbery tier event. I don't know. Then again, though, like where's the stuff that they really want kept safe? You know what I mean? I think they might need a proper heist, actually. Like, most royalty or centralized people aren't keeping their valuables. They're not keeping their valuables in, like, on their person. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. Are you kidding me? It's all in the pockets. Of course, it's technically on my person, but, like, you can't reach in there. Unless I like, let you. But you that won't happen. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to, like, proper heist that castle, if he's got a castle. Because, like, again, royalty keeps all their good shit elsewhere, and they make other people carry it for them. So, like, we might be able to beat him up and take his stuff, right? 5 of us. Also, hello, Ben. Lovely to see you. Yeah, your bank robbery tier event. I think it's possible that we beat him up, take his stuff, if we get him in a disadvantageous state. But, like, that's not what we really want from him. What we really want is in his vaults and stuff. So, what we need is the proper heist in order to get the good shit, right? So, I think he's pretty well off in terms of theft protection. All right. Moving on. Let me pull up our next consultant. Space Buffoon, at Space Buffoon on Twitter. Saying, quote, "Oh yeah? You gonna take my stuff, huh? Pfft, I'd like to see you try. I have the Blades of Pandemonium 7, and they can sense true auras, so just try it, buddy. My gloves of Omesius will grab onto all my items simultaneously, pal. This is a classic bluff. Look at this fucking thing. Look at them. Look at them. Minor spelling mistake. Listen, I love Buffy. But as you may have seen the other day on Twitter, I've already stolen Buffy's ship. Buffy's currently stuck in fucking Chicago. So I don't know. I think yeah, I'm sorry, Buffy, but I'm the clown is too nice. And here's the thing. Right? Here's what we do, right? If we can't get Buffy to send me money over the internet, what we do, we set up a birthday party. Alright? I say, hey, one of the pockets is having a birthday party at the bunker, we need you here. Buffy comes in, and we say we want it themed around X item. But whatever item we want from Buffy. Buffy brings the item, we lock Buffy in the bathroom briefly, and then we take the item, and then gaslight Buffy into thinking that they never brought it. And then they go home. I'm just saying, Buffy's gonna do it. Buffy's very interested in bringing joy to others, and we can take advantage of that. So Buffy, I think, definitely needs to reconsider their position on the tier of what will be considered towards being stolen from. My soul. Enjoy lady cooking. So Buffy will be our first Facebook Marketplace scheme victim. So let's hit another one. Who is next? Bunny! Bunny, what's up? Great to see you. Bunny Shima. Bunny Shima Z. Let me find your response to the post. There you are. So, saying, quote, "You wouldn't steal from a little guy like me, would you, Pinch?" Seeing as what I just said I would do, preying on Buffy's instincts to bring joy, I absolutely would. Like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me. Actually, hold on. New tier. New tier. This gets better and better. It's a Shadow the Hedgehog quote. Bunny, you are quadrupedal and look like or Temmie from Undertale. I think I just like pick you up. I just like pick you up and like move you somewhere else, then take the item that you have on your person. POV, everybody gets their own tier. No. No. Hold on, are my Vignon... One second. So if you wanted something to count your trigger fire not working on, you can do that. Because my Twitch hasn't been connected. Jesus, why'd I have to fucking open there? Don't fucking open there. Oh my god, I forgot to turn on the pitch bot! Fuck me. Alright, pinch bot is on now. Christ almighty. Okay. I'm fucking... Ugh. Why is it not... Okay, 1 minute. Gorge. Sorry, everyone. Why is this playing? This is not even... What? Why is... What? Oh, the playlist was shuffling and then reached a point where... Okay. Alright. A little bit of stuff? No, never. Ah! What is happening? Christ. There we go. Fuck me. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're good now. Okay, Bunny, I could... Hold on, what did you say? I will emotionally manipulate you into not shaking me upside down. I think I would do it anyway. Listen, if you got something I want, it's over. I did forget to turn on pinch bot earlier, though, so that does count. I'll count that as a model break. Because my Vignon redeems weren't working, briefly. But now... There we go. Is this working? And trigger fire's broken. Holy shit. Chat, it's all fucking in the dumps right now. Christ. Okay. I reset it? Why is it not? Because I fucking changed my Twitch password. God damn it! Oh my god. 1 second, everyone. I forgot what it was, so I changed it, and I want to tell you what I changed it to, but I can't, because even though it is very funny, even though it would be very, very funny to tell you, because I think it's a very funny sentence, I can't tell you what it is. New redeem. Tell chat my Twitch password. Okay, there we go. Okay. We're fine now. We did it. We're good. Bunny, I would pick you up and shake you upside down to get all your coins out of your pockets. So... Anyway. We continue. Thank you very much, Bunny, for your submission. Thank you, everybody, for your submission, actually. Let's get our next person. I should not... Made these technical troubles happen. Okay. So if you rub your hands or you play I believe. Okay. So our next consultant is Techie Oracle on Twitter, who is a wizard scientist. Very interesting, very interesting. Now what does this mean? What does this mean for us? First off, what do we want from them? You know, there's many things that you can gain from such an individual. There are many goods and items that they would likely be carrying that are going to be very potentially helpful to certain parties who may pay a lot for that sort of thing. However, I think that they're going to maybe not be within the more oblivious amidst us here, because a scientist wizard, if you roll up on this guy, he's gonna be like too eager to fight you. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna pull out some potions or some shit that are not gonna feel good to get hit by. So, like a mugging minimum, right? But I don't think that you get away with that. I think you maybe need to jump this dude. However, see, he even says in the tweet here, time to see how well my security systems hold. Like, he is viewing this as a test, right? Because he thinks I'm going to steal something from him, which, to be fair, I mean, you never know what I'm going to do. So that's leading me to believe that, well, frankly, this is like a minimum bank robbery tier event. Because, you know, typically science buildings aren't always the best defended. Really, the only thing protecting them and being meth labs is inventory systems. So, I think that you require a bank robbery to take from him, but that's partially because you just don't want to be there to steal from him, or like you don't want him there. You do not want him to be there. You do not want anyone who knows what is happening in that lab to be there. Because whatever they got going on in there, they can easily turn on you probably, and that won't feel good. You will not be maybe the right shape for like a week. So I think you don't want to be there. You want a bank robbery to your event. I mean, what's wrong with the proper... See, here's the thing. I don't necessarily believe in these security systems. I don't necessarily think they're going to be that good. I think he's got like a camera. But, like, what's he gonna do? Hunt you down? Him and what funding? You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's still sciences. So unless he's being funded by the Department of Defense, I don't necessarily think that you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. You go when no one's there. You make sure no one's there. And that's your plan. So I think we're good. I think a bank robbery tier event. I don't necessarily think a proper heist, because I don't think there's going to be a big security detail. Maybe a few turrets. But that's fine. Whatever. I've been shot by worse. So, good. I think that's fair. I think we've made a fair assessment here. It's a button like this, so make sure he's not there. Exactly. So next we have our favorite rat wizard. 2 wizards in a row. How funny is that? Chance Nezumi, the one and only. Chams, the Chams. Hold on, let's get. Can we get a shout out for Chance really quickly? Chance just finally got. Chance just finally got fucking affiliate activated. So everyone go follow Chance, please. Chance is so cool. We love Chance. Mods, we get a shout out. You also get a shout out for Buffy as well after the Chance one. Thank you. Chance like had the ability to do affiliate, but like just hadn't had it activated for a while. But now he finally has it activated, and I'm very proud. Everyone go follow Chance, please, and thank you. So I think Chance is going to fall lower on our scale because to my knowledge, Chance is like a wizard, little rat wizard, right? But I think the primary thing that Chance does is die and not die. So I think that Chance ultimately is not gonna be that big of a problem. I think we could pickpocket from Chance. Chance also has a tendency to enjoy partaking in some recreational drug use. So I'm not sure Chance's awareness is gonna be up there all the time to be able to stop me from just reaching into their pocket. So I think that we're gonna be able to pickpocket Chance. I think Chance might be the easiest person to pickpocket here. I am like, but would Chance fall for Facebook Marketplace? No. The awareness meter's never full. Exactly. So good work, everyone. Thank you. Everybody, follow Chance now. So let's get a look-see at our next person. The next person, our next consultant, is Cheesy, a fighting game VTuber at Fightin' Cheesy. Who? Look, hello, Cheesy. There you are. How's it going with the cheers? It's going pretty good. Hello, Cheesy. Do you have lore? Do you have any pertinent information that is going to stop me from running up on you and taking all of your goods? Because this is pertinent. This is helpful information to know. Not really. Okay. Can you fight? How aware are you on your day-to-day if you're walking around town? It's not yet. Well, understandable. It happens. I get it. How aware are you? You can fight pretty... Okay. Okay. Fighting game knowledge. Paying off. Good to know. Good to know. Cheesy here. Really where if I need to be. Nice. Okay. Okay, so you're not going to get pickpocketed, at the very least. I think you, at minimum, need to be mugged. I'm pretty sure if I try to take something off you, we're 1v1ing. I think that's what's up. I think someone pulls a weapon, and then the other one, probably, respectfully, maybe you, surrenders. But I think we do gotta mug you a little bit. Does this sound appropriate? Fair. Okay. Unless you think I think it's a jump. Okay. Do you have a case for that? Like, why do you think you need 5+ people? And I mean, I guess no. If your whole thing is No, yeah, that's fair. 1v1 pretty unless you got a gun or something. I feel like most people, if they're mugging someone, at least have the threat of a weapon. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Yeah, so I like, part of me is thinking mugging because, like, I don't know, like, if I'm here, and, okay, listen, this is just because... This is only because this is the only weapon on me. Here, wait, let me make sure I'm not clicked into that. Right? This is because it's the only, like, projectile weapon on me. You know, if I'm like... Run them pockets, bruh. Run them. Run them pockets, bruh. You know what I mean? If I roll up on you with a firearm, do you think... like, maybe not a rocket launcher. Okay, I'd be fine. I'd be a-okay. See? Ow. I'm fine, though. Average would not explode under 100 feet. And? Anyway. So... Cheesy, I'll respect your wish here, because I think you probably have a good shot. It's like, also, like, if your whole thing is like you're like a fighting game character, or are a fighting game character in this case, I think you could probably deal, like, Happy Chaos is a gun. You know, and Bridget deals with that guy. Bridget has a yo-yo. So, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, alright, yeah. Yeah. Okay, you convinced me. You need to be jumped. Her yo-yo, that's true. I like to be Street Fighter character level. And those motherfuckers are strong. Most of them at least, like the prevalent ones. So okay, I like that. I think this is good. This is reasonable. Like shoot Hadokens or some equivalent. All right, nice. Good to know. Good to know. That's cool. I like that. I like that for you. Pursue it. I love VTuber lore. It's my favorite part of this whole thing. You know that? But if you can third strike Barry, getting jumped isn't enough. And hey, it ain't 100%. They can still fight back, but that's how you have the best chance. Thank you very much, Cheesy, for your submission. Next up, we have... I'm throwing cheese slices. Next up, we have Drake Laserheart. A cybernetic dragon with 4 arms who describes himself as like or other people describe him as like a 80s action... Here, half man, half machine, half dragon, all hero. That's so sick, right? Like, that's so fucking baller. This dude is hardened. This guy, like, you are not pickpocketing him. You are not mugging him. I don't even think you're jumping him, if I'm honest with you. This is a John Wick type. You know what I mean? Maybe not gonna be, like, all, like, gonna kill a bunch of people, but I think, like, in terms of combat prowess, that's what I imagine here. That's what I'm sizing up. Like, that's what I'm kind of imagining. You can't just, like, run up on Drake here, you know? So I think definitely Drake is, like, at least bank robbery tier. Fort Knox is a, so... That's the tier dedicated to people who literally can't, like, probably could not be stolen from. Their like, fortresses are too much. No, Ember Heart. It's not like that. Drake, within your city of residence, within your futuristic city of residence, do you have, like, significant amounts of... Like, what exactly would you have on you? You know what I mean? Like, I guess contract work could be carrying particular drives or data, kind of like how that happened in Cyberpunk, or... So then, like, are you carrying that on your person? Because, like, do you carry all your, like, pertinent goods on your person or in your car? Because then that's going to change things. Or, like, at your home. Or now, the Battle Pass. They have a new anime store. You buy the Chug Jug. Hello, Enchanted. No problem. Don't worry about it. Drake, I am not sure, if I'm honest with you. Because, like, I think it's possible to take something from you. I don't think that it is in Fort Knox tier. But I think it's gonna be a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? Like, I was going to imagine the cred stick, heavily encrypted, that kind of stuff. Like, I think you're up there with Ben. I think you're like Ben tier. Drake the rapper? Probably not that hard. Just pretty high profile, so people won't do it. Yeah, I think you're on Ben tier, minimum. Maybe above Ben, actually, I might say. Because Ben is too nice. I feel like you just beat the shit out of people a little bit. What do you think about that, Drake? What do you think about that, Drake? Do you think you go higher? Do you think you go lower? What's the deal? So, you've also admitted to being armed. Like, you can't go directly. See my performance on... Hey, listen, GIW is not canon to most people, alright? That's... Yeah, you're not using firearms there. Put you in the ring with a gun? I think things might change. I think you're right there, Drake. I think I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Who's next? Ellie. Ellie. Where's Ellie? Ellie. Currently, at least. Looking like kinda normal-ass girl. Girl-ass girl. Saying, quote, I'm definitely super secure all the time, and not in the top 3 most gullible women you've ever met. Ellie, you're very nice. I know you have a sword in this picture. I'm aware of this. Right? I know you have a sword in this picture, but I'm not sure I believe that I can't DM you and influence you into performing something to where you give me goods or money. And not even like real life. I just mean like, I don't know. I think you're nice. I think you're too nice. You're maybe not Buffy tier. Buffy. Actually, no. Here, you're in taking candy from a baby. You're in taking candy from a baby tier. All right, I'm gonna have to at least be in person, I guess. Devin's a pushover. Yeah, no way. That guy's fucking. I'm clapping Devin. Yeah. Okay. Good placement. The robber, that is. Let's see. Easily robbed from gang. Let's see here. Where's Enchanted? Enchanted Melody! Let's see here. I do not know very much about your lore of any kind, if you've got something along those lines. This dude, though, is armored. Like, you're armored, you know what I mean? You're ready for something to happen to you. So I think you're gonna at least be, like, minimum, you're gonna need to be mugged. Right? That's what I'm seeing here. That's kind of what I'm getting at. My sword either. Okay. Alright. I think we're going mugging minimum. In this. High mugging minimum, maybe. What do we think about that? Or maybe a little higher. You could make a case for needing to get jumped. I think. Also, hello, soul. All gone. But I think high mugging minimum at current for you. I'm gonna go down without a fair fight. Okay, so yeah. Alright, I think that's fair. That's good. Thank you for your submission, by the way. Thank you everybody for your submissions. I should be saying this every time, but I've forgotten. Thank you everybody very, very much for allowing me to comment on your security. So, good. It would require at least a mugging for you. Definitely. Let's find... Okay, Firestorm is not on the tweet. Is Firestorm submitted in a slightly different way? No problem. A-okay. Firestorm, to my knowledge, regarding lore, is like a Mega Man character of a kind. I really need to make the lore public sometime. Like, am I on the right track? Like, basically like a Mega Man boss tier character. Either maybe like, is it closer to Mega Man or like Zero, or is it closer to Mega Man ZX Combat Reploid? I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm not a Mega Man player. It's like MMZ. Is okay. So like. What I'm trying to think about, how ZX is nuts. Okay, so what I'm hearing here, strong. I'm hearing if you won, like, you're not gonna get pickpocketed. Like, you are combative enough to be not pickpocketed. Probably can't 1v1 under normal conditions. Or you can't 1v1 this person under Firestorm under normal conditions. So not mugging. Do we think jumping? It'd be like a high tier jump. Like are you like a raid boss in this case? Like, what's the deal? Like, what are you like? Think of the stretch. But that's just self-buy. What's your case? Give me your case. I want your case. Like, okay, can you like fly? I think I remember hearing something like that, right? Like, I don't know. So far, our other two robots have been in here, right? Can I be honest? I kind of don't know here who I consider Fort Knox tier. You know what I mean? Actually, no, I do. I have an idea. So, like, you think higher tier? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that. It's your lore, right? This is like I'd say up there somehow. Okay, pretty up there. Like, is it the type of thing where if you want to take something, you don't want to be there for it? Like, you want... Like, make sure Firestorm is away, and then, like, think of the Hydrate. Make sure Firestorm is away from the house, and then break into the house. Is that the kind of thing that we're thinking of? Because that's... Like getting jumped, like, the get jumped option is, like, the end of, like, the combat options, right? Bank robbery tier event and requires a proper heist. Like the bank robbery tier event has a little bit of like altercation to it, but like heist is completely like, I'm not gonna fucking deal with you. Like, I don't want to come into contact with you because your presence alone is going to make the job that much harder to where it's not going to be worth it anymore. So like, nothing disappears. Nothing's disappearing from a person. Okay, that's fair. So you think here at least? I think that's fair. So like, if I want something from you, I gotta break into your house while you are like not there. I'll put you like here. I'll put you here in between Ben and Drake here, because this is this makes a convenient amount of like androids, and so here we have someone who like I don't think necessarily that you want, like, I think that like you maybe like him himself pardon me, what was, I think that he ends up, if I, it totally makes sense. Okay. I think that Techie Oracle is someone who's like a getting jumped tier alone, but like the goods are probably in a lab anyway. So if you want something, you've got to go to the lab. So I think that's bank robbery tier, right? So I think you're bank robbery tier here. All right. Good shit, everyone. All the bots join forces to protect their... uh-oh. A lot of bots and a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Who's next? Hikari. Hikari is next. Hikari Sentinel, the one and only. I'm gonna be honest with you, Hikari. Off the top of your head, off the top of my head, I don't know if I know that much about your lore. Can I be real? Can I be 100% with you? I do not know that much about your lore. I know you got a lot of clothing. But so let's consult the Hikari image here. Let's consult the image first. Written and not finished. I get that. I get that 100%. So we have big coat. Big coat. A lot of things can be carried on your person with it. I think I trust that you're carrying some things on your person. Right? I think that's reasonable. Now, what do we consider about that? I think I remember knowing that you're like a robot. You are an android of some kind. A lot of bots. A lot of robots in chat. How the fuck did any of you manage to pass the CAPTCHA? I do not know how the fuck that shit happened. But, let's see. Got a helmet. So you're at least always ready for something. You don't appear armed. In all the pictures I scrolled through, you did not appear armed, particularly. There are a lot of things of varying uses. Do you... we think? Because I'm leaning get jumped. Because I know you're a robot. You know, you don't fuck with robots generally. Well, partially organic. Okay, that's a cyborg. A reploid. Checkmate. Alright. Okay. Alright. You got me, robots. Your various forms of inorganicness. Listen, I get it. Been around, I'm like weird and made of ink, I think. We'll fuck with robot as a treat. You generally speaking don't fuck with robots, so I think we need to jump your ass. Got the not a Mega Man player. I think we maybe need to jump your ass a little bit. I think we're gonna need 5 people. I think it's possible we do 5 people, but also like, I don't know. I don't think. Do you have that much training? That's kind of what I'm trying to consider here. Do you look like a trained person? Because the difference between like her and you is that like she looks like she's always ready to fight. Like you just look like you're going about your day. You know what I mean? Like a certain image in my media tab has a glaring weakness in my design. Let me go look at that really quickly. If you just posted like tits or something, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. This one? Well, you can't wear hats properly? Yeah, so you got some... Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that. I never noticed the thing on the neck. That's cool. Does your head come off? That's pretty cool. I'm a fan of that. That happens to me my green coat. I'm so sorry if I passed it already. Oh, here we go. I'm really sorry, Hikari. Am I missing something? Gotta stay warm? Is your head just, like, removable? Is that it? Can I just, like, fucking dink with a... Is this a joke about how you... The picture where it's stuck on a shelf. Oh! Okay, yeah, so, okay. Alright, okay, fine. This is... Okay, we're gonna bring you a little lower then, actually. because, okay... Right, if we're gonna... if we're gonna know your enemy a little bit, know who we're going to steal from, we can just fucking dink your head off with a baseball bat, and then feel all your shit is ours. Like, well, like, what do we do then? The body's tough, but it's another without the head. So, okay. Alright, we're gonna put you a little lower. I think we might actually be able to bug you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still moves or can't see. Bonus points if, yeah, I'm taking the head, actually. I want your head. I'm gonna have you on my butt like Mimir in God of War. Yeah, I'm bringing you out of mugging. Cause there's one way to do it, but that one way really fucks you up. Hot. Oh, you fuckers. Okay, we have our next person, Irisu, who, notably, has a certain infatuation and affiliation with me. Who I've also been able to break into her, like, studio before. Like, I did that. Fully did. She did not know I was there. I was there the whole day. So, like, at least... Here's the thing, she's like poison, you know what I mean? Like, I'm weird and fucked up, right? So I'm, like, good with poison, because I'm wrong fundamentally as a creature. But, like, most other things are gonna have a hard time dealing with it, because she's poison, right? You touch her, she's like, ah! If she injects you with that shit, you know what I mean? It's a bad time if that happens. But, I don't know. I think ain't none of us part of God's order, for real. I think we probably, like, I don't know. All the best girls are wrong fundamentally. I think me versus I think you play the zoning game a little bit. I think you play the zoning game a little bit, and we got her. Make some, like, weird... I don't know. I think she's better, like, the mental manipulation, generally speaking. She's got a little bit on her to deter you from taking from her, but also, like, it's the point of it is kind of deter you from touching her. So, like, I don't really need to touch her if I'm mugging her. I just need to, like... She's wearing a sweatshirt, you know? Like, that's a non-poisonous part. Just punch her in the gut really hard, and then she'll, like, oh, and then you just take her goodies from it. I don't think she's that hard. I think she's probably actually lower than us do. I think she'd try to make you feel bad about it, but I don't feel bad about it. So, sorry, hon. There's the girl behind the screen. Sorry about the main fighter, right? Yeah. Alright, let's find our next person. So okay. I'm kind of thinking about this one, I don't know what I immediately say. We get Isaac Anzu. Cool dude and friend of the channel. He says, if it's books, you don't have to steal. They're free. Just return them once you're done. So here's the thing. What if I don't want books? I feel like Isaac's the type of guy to carry a pocket watch. What if I want that? You know what I mean? I think with Isaac here, I don't know. Like, he's a chimera. This is something we know. He's a chimera. I don't necessarily... Do we think that's gonna... Why did my music just stop? Yeah, continue the video. What the fuck? Weird. Let me listen to Skull Heart Arrhythmia, please. So... What do we think here? What do we... I kind of don't see... I think Isaac's just smart. So, I'm gonna say his awareness is there. I don't think so, because I'm on YouTube. I think we're gonna have to mug him. I think we're gonna have to mug Isaac, at least. Isaac we're gonna have to mug. Because he's smart, so he won't just be able to pickpocket him. Then again, though, I'm not sure. I think we could pickpocket Isaac, probably. I think we could definitely pickpocket him. Because he seems a little bit like the type... I know he plays a lot of Neo, but he seems like the type to be polite if you bump into him. You know, immediately. Be like, oh, sorry about that. So if you say, like, oh, sorry about that, like, you could just, like, fuck, his pockets are free reign. I think we could pickpocket Isaac. I think Isaac is definitely pickpocketable. As long as you make sure he doesn't recognize that he's been taken from. So I think, like, if he notices that you've taken something from him, he's gonna, like, fly after you a little bit. He's got wings. I don't know if he can, you know, like, still fly with him, but still, I think we definitely got a. I think we got a good chance of pickpocketing him, personally. All right, good work. Next consultant. Let's get a look-see here. Where are you? In this. Where the fuck? It's a latch. He's gotta have good loot, right? So, our next person. It's a little bit funny, if I'm honest with you. And I think this is gonna inform how we do this. Lusa Crisis, who, little fox dude, very cool. Cute little thing right here. Says, quote, "Steal my wallet, please." Is that a comment on my appearance? Because if so, then I think we put him there. Right, if you're gonna ask me that nicely, right? Like, that's Facebook. Honestly, might be Facebook Marketplace behavior. Yeah, right? Like, if it's just like, oh, please take my wallet, I'll be like, okay, sure. I ain't gonna say no. So, Lucid Crisis, I'm sorry if this offends, but I think you might be thinking with your eyes a little too much, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Catch my drift. Anyway. It's definitely the face-to-face that does it. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's get our next consultant in here. What do we got? Melody. Melody Sea Turtle. Author / VTuber. Very cool, very cool. Says, quote, "Melody, I think you're here. Why do I feel like I'd be an easy target?" Not a lot of confidence in this way, so something feels like I'm not getting an aggressive vibe from her. So I'm gonna have to probably say pickpocketing will do. Because she'll be, like, mad, of course, you know, if you take something from her. Like, immediately, right? So I think we're gonna... not a lot of confidence, but I don't think she's the type to immediately fight you on it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna escalate to a fight. I don't think you need to threaten her with violence. I think she is possible to just kind of, like, yoink something from, you know what I mean? So, I think that's reasonable. I think that's fair. Who's next? Michi! The one and only. Where is she in this fucking... Peppermint Michi. This one is really... Oh, yeah, exactly. Peppermint Michi might look cute and cuddly and shit, but she is packing heat. Look at that axe. I think you need to, like, jump her. Listen, Michi is lovely. She is absolutely adorable. But I think you try to take something off her person that she doesn't want you to have, and she fucking brings it out, right? I think she's fucking ready to fight. I think she's the type to be, like, enthused about fighting you a little bit. Like, finally! You know what I mean? Yeah, I... Listen, if you've got a weapon on you, you need to... That's jumping tier. You have to do that. Like, she might be short, but I don't know. I trust that she knows how to... She kind of gives me, like, Nora from Ruby vibes a little bit. I think she's just fucking crazy a little bit in a fight. I think that might be the vibe I'm getting. It's like, you gotta outnumber her. You gotta be, like, ready. You gotta plan this out. I think it's possible to maybe jump her. But, like, I don't think it's going to be easy. So she's going top of getting jumped tier. Michi's so lovely. Can we get a shout out for Michi, please? Mods. Michi's adorable. Her model is so cute. Alright. I'm sure I got the name right. Okay, thank you, Nyx. Much appreciated. Everyone follow Nyx, too. Being very, very helpful. Okay. Our next person, our next consultant, is in chat right now. It is Mitsuda Madoe. Where is Mitsuda? Alright. Mitsuda in this image looks profoundly tired. Like, so tired. My dog, do you have any idea how much of this I've already had to deal with before you came along? This is nowhere near my first rodeo. Mitsuda is notably a forensic scientist. And that kind of calls to question what things are going to be on Mitsuda's person that are going to be worth stealing. A wallet, keys maybe. So I don't know. I think Mitsuda, yeah, right. I think Mitsuda just kind of lets you take it and get it over with. Thinks I own or thinks I work security on. Okay, so here's the thing. So okay, Mitsuda, do you have any combat abilities to speak of? Because here's the thing. Actually, better question: would you fight someone on this? I just want confirmation on whether or not you'd fight someone on getting pickpocketed or not. Because that's important. Because I have you here. I trust you'd probably be able to take me. Okay. So you're not just gonna let it happen. If nothing else, you're minimum mugging here. Because you've been around, you know know what you have to defend, and you're tired. You're like, man, I don't want. This is like the last thing I need for my day, and I get that. You know. Now here's the question too. Like, is it like, do we consider your workplace a part of you in this case? Because, like, then how easy is it necessarily to get into a forensic science office or a forensic science like location? Because I don't think that's necessarily that hard. I haven't been outside in several days. Okay, so interesting. I think we gotta mug you. I think we gotta mug you. Because, like, if you're in there, you know, you're trying to defend something a little bit, but, like, I think we do gotta mug you a little bit. We're going into your place of work and mugging you. Does that sound appropriate to you? Or do you think I'm underselling you? Do you think I'm underselling you, or do you think it's like, do you think this is fine? I think this is a reasonable assertion. Because, you know, you're not in a particularly uber protected building. Or, alternatively, because you are always inside, is that a bank robbery tier event? I'm a fiction with the context of my own lore. So if you tried something too boring, it would be complicated by external factors for the sake of drama. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Who knows what you're defending? Who knows what you're dealing with? So, like, trying to come in and steal something from you, like, it's probably gonna go goofy. So, you know what? I'll give you heist here. I think because you don't leave, in order to take something from you, you have to go to you. And that requires planning. At least bank robbery planning. But we also don't really want to... Then again, is that with the intention of you, like, being there? Like, if you're there, are we deterred by it? So I think we put you at the bottom of bank robbery tier, actually. Because I think you being there doesn't deter us, but we do have to come to you and plan for it. So I think that's like bank robbery tier. And that's what we do here. Alright. So, I have the server just be able to inconvenience people? Like Domino. But like just annoying. So we have another individual to consider. M.O. Space Pie. Roomba Bunny VTuber. And... Okay. Let me... Can I find anything about lore, mayhaps? Do we get a lore read here? Actually, let me not scroll through media tab well. Intergalactic Bunny Roomba. I kinda don't know what that means. If that makes sense. Very cute design though. Saying, quote, I don't have many pockets to steal from. Where there's a will, there's a way. Fit goes hard though, if I'm honest with you. Fit does go hard. Hold on. Actually, let's talk about this really quickly. That hair texture is really cool. You just heard this. This person's design is very cool, actually. I'm gonna look at this again later. I really like this. I'm gonna follow them back. Or I'm gonna follow them. What does Roomba mean, though? Does he just clean things? And what does Bunny mean in this case? Ooh, oh, hello, Sasha. How you doing, Pinch? Pretty good. Bunny Roomba. Neither of those things particularly... I think we pickpocket them. Like, I don't want to undersell them or anything, but I don't really think this would be that hard. They just kind of look like a service worker, if that makes sense, like a food service worker. So I'm gonna say, yeah, right? Yeah, like what are they gonna like? We're gonna vacuum my arm a little bit, like fucking, you know? I don't think I have to stretch the imagination particularly. I think that they're gonna maybe be like a normal person. Kinda normal person tier, like a weaker mate, maybe. Okay, thank you very much, Emma Space. Here, I'm gonna follow them. Very fucking cool design. Sick ass design. So let's find who's next. Oh, Oh. Everyone. It's time. Monty Moelle. She ain't afraid of no pinch. Mole VTuber, mole up in the sky. It's her birthday. Shout her out right now for doing that. If you do not follow Monty Moelle, I'm gonna fucking kill you. In Minecraft. You have to follow Moelle. It's her birthday today. I love Moelle so much. She's so lovely. Do we think that... Okay. Here's the thing, though. As much as it's her birthday, I'm not giving her anything. We're taking from her. How easy do you think it is to steal from her? I don't think it's that hard. I mean, she's got a wrench, but, like, so do I? Like, lovingly, I don't think she's gonna be that hard to take from. To be honest with you. I think we're good. Mug... Yeah, maybe, and she's a pretty careful person. She's a pretty careful person. She's low tier mugging, but we would probably have to fight her. Mode sword fight you with her wrench. Yeah. Moles are not known for... Well, she's got the goggles. It's her prescription. It's her prescription. So I think we probably need to... Yeah, we probably need to at least mug Moelle. Maybe not the hardest mugging, but I think that her awareness is there to where we can't really pickpocket her. So we're gonna have to mug her at least. We're gonna have to beat her up in an alleyway. Okay. We love Moelle here. Next, though... So... Okay. So, another M name. Mano. Now, I know a thing or two about Mano's lore. Because I've been thinking about this for reasons related to this. I'm gonna be honest with you. So Mano is a god. Exhibit A. Exhibit B, Mano lives in another dimension that I can't really go to. I don't know how to go there. So all of Mano's things are in a different dimension, and Mano never leaves this dimension. And there is no way to get to this dimension unless you're chance, through a very specific means that is very improbable. Does only antimatter stuff kill you on contact? It does. If you are made of normal matter, you do explode. Because it comes into contact. That happens with Mono too. It's like once you're there, there's a pretty decent chance actually of stealing stuff. But if you are made of normal matter, you will, like, everything explodes around you constantly. Yeah, you're kind of winning on Dimension Claws, which is kind of cringe. But I'm afraid that you are kind of locked up like Fort Knox. Because I also don't know of any other beings who exist in Shale. Therefore, like, I don't think we can fucking take anything from you. I will keep everyone updated if I can think of a way to get to Shale and take things. Yeah, Iris, I think you're muggable. I think I punch you in the gut where your sweatshirt is, and then I take whatever items are on your person and I run away. I think you're muggable. You're gonna try to make me feel bad about it. You're gonna try to manipulate me, but I think I definitely could fucking, you know? Yeah, you got the mental game. I don't think you got the physical game on me, though. Have you seen what I'm packing? Yeah, you got a gun. Oh, no. You have a gun? Oh, no. Oh, no, you have a gun, Iris? Oh, no. I do want to hear how you tried to stuff him if I wasn't in Shale. Okay. Mono, can you tell me where you would live if not in Shale? I'm not going to move your placement here. Because you live in another dimension and I can't get there. But, like, where would you live? Like, Missouri? Like, Chicago? Probably a mysterious forest. Okay. I don't think RPGs are a mugging weapon. That's just an act of terrorism. Fine. Wrench. Oh, here. Whatever. Fine, I got you. Alright. A mysterious forest. Okay. You can... Northern Oregon near Canada. You're gonna wrench to a gunfight? Yeah, you ever heard of parrying? Because you know me too well. Yeah, because I know that you try to... Because, like, if I catch you in an alleyway... Listen. And I'm like, hey, fucking run them pockets, bruh. And then it comes to a fight, I'm just punching you in the gut, and then you're gonna be like, oh, whoa, how could you do this to me? Oh, and then you're gonna be there on the ground. You're gonna be like, don't you feel bad about this? Don't you just want to let loose and be good to people? And you're like, no, and they're gonna take your wallet and leave. That's how it's gonna go, Iris. Sorry, okay, Mono. If you lived in a forest in Siberia or Northern Oregon near Canada. Interesting. Okay. I think that would... I do think this is still proper heist tier. Because forests are notoriously... particular things to try to get into and break into. Like, generally speaking, that requires, like, task forces to, like, perform searches in forests and whatnot. So, like, it would not be easy necessarily. But... like, the question does kind of come down to... like, do we know where your little place of location, like your residence, is within that forest, or do we not? Because if we can target it and we can get into it, it's game over, right? Whatever traps you might have set up, right? That's... I think that, you know, you can mitigate that. How much can we learn about this forest? Because that's kind of the question here. Because I don't see you coming out of this forest, necessarily. And if you are still made of antimatter, but things don't explode in this case, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Things don't explode in this case, because that's a dimensional clause thing, basically. I think pretty confidently that as long as we just, like, avoid beam attacks and try to stay out of your sight, we're good. Because, like, I don't think your omnipotence reigns into the normal world. I think you just have that degree of control over Shale. So I think we can get under your nose a little bit. It's just kind of a question of, it's a question of getting into that position. It would take a lot of planning, a lot of speculation, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of reconnaissance. But I think it's doable. I think it's absolutely doable. It would be a very difficult heist because of your propensity for fucked up and weird traps. The mission's very limited, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I will continue researching how to take an item from you, and I will let you know once it happens. But so next, we have Where is she? There she is. Nixie Hime, Egyptian Princess VTuber, and banger OST contestant, saying, spoiler, you can't. Now, okay, I'm gonna make a few assumptions. I'm gonna make a few assumptions about Nixie here. She says Egyptian. Does she have a booby-trapped pyramid? She's a princess, so naturally, and notably, it doesn't appear as though she's carrying anything of particular worth on her person. She's got some jewelry, some bangles and whatnot, some earrings, right? But, like, that's chump change in the grand scheme of this. What we really want is the treasury, you know what I mean? So the question kind of comes down to, I think she might be a proper heister. Because, like, assuming a proper little pyramid, a proper pyramid plunder. Right? So I think she's a proper pyramid heist. And it's going to be hard. You don't want her to be there. And you definitely don't want her to be aware that you are there. But I think that it's doable. I think it's absolutely doable. You need to really plan that. Honestly, pretty similar to the hypothetical mono situation. The outside of Shale mono situation. Also, I'm pretty sure this version of Kill Command... Okay, this is... Okay, around minute 9 of 30 in this, so we're gonna... I could do that. I guess it would look funny, but again, that's me, and not particularly... Also, like, where's the theatrics in that? You know, like, listen, I've got some OP garbage that could solve a lot of these problems. I know that. I recognize that. But... where's the theatrics? Where's the theatrics? Come on, have some fun. Have some pride. For the act of it, you know? You gotta nerf yourself sometimes. So, I think Nixie, we've pretty... presentation! Exactly. Like Megamind. They had that right. Our next friend will have goodies taken from them. I am not Megamind, I just agree with him. So, Nyx here, BMing, actually, showing off many various treasures in a throne room of sorts. Based on her rank. I'll look at it in a second. I can't resist. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me go look at the fan art. Oh, that's so cute. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Aww. Oh, he's so cute. Sorry, little homie. Oh, it's adorable. Thank you, Bunny. It's always appreciated. Okay. To Nyx again. Here we are. To be completely frank with you, Nyx is someone who I know some things about, but not as many things as I would like. I know that Nyx lives in a location that would be relatively difficult to enter and relatively difficult to exit from. A large library of sorts seems to be my understanding of it, with many different cursed goodies and whatnot. Now, I don't care if they're cursed. I want them. It's not about if it's a good idea to steal from them. It's about just doing it. It's about inconveniencing them. So, Nyx here, to my knowledge, is an eldritch creature, of course. and therefore has degrees of power that are difficult to avoid. But I think that all the cool deity... It's a pocket dimension! Fuck! How am I getting in that? Nyx, how do you get into the pocket dimension? Is there a way to get into the pocket dimension or no? So you can't have two just weird deity people being locked up like Fort Knox. And I guess we could. I mean, if you I gave you from... Oh, huge. Let's reach into their pockets. There are very limited ways to accessing pocket dimension. Yeah, right? Like through my pockets? That's one way. The pinch knew I also had a pocket dimension. Might put me higher. No, because I don't... I guess if I knew that, yeah, but you can't just claim to have a pocket dimension. Mono I know has a pocket dimension. Nyx, I believe it. You're a frog. You in what pocket dimension, frog? Hmm? I do, just haven't finished the ARG. Okay. I guess that's fair. Technically, I have one as well. That's really just how they describe it, though. It's just like something that they can't really... like quantify it. Like, it's like here. So here, watch this. Ready? Whenever I do this, technically pocket dimension. Like my various pockets and crevices are technically a pocket dimension. That's what they described it as, the scientists. But like, they just liked the pun because it was in my pockets. I don't really think it's necessarily a dimension, I just think it's like a space. I don't think things can really like... Can life thrive in there? I haven't checked. I should do that. I should probably put a camera in one sometime and try to see if there's like a weird civilization going on in there. Of like microbacteria. I'm kind of concerned now because that's like in me. Ew. We'll have to look into that sometime. Anyway, Nyx. Okay. If we get in there, right? We get in that pocket dimension. We're gonna... What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen here? We're gonna... I don't know. I feel like you're the type to just, like, fucking crystal ball look at the... Okay, Nyx. I feel like you're Dracula in a Castlevania game. Looking through a fucking... Looking through a fucking crystal ball at whoever has entered. Right? I feel like whatever you do, whatever is in there, you like have like a degree of control over. I just feel like you hold a degree of power that makes it difficult to consider it a heist and more of a raid. You know, like it, no matter what, I don't think there's a way that we guarantee your lack of knowledge in the theft. If that makes sense. Therefore, also kind of hard to deal with Eldritch power, isn't it? I mean, I guess I could like endear you to me, but then it's like if I made you think I was cute or something, and then it was like, oh, okay, here you go, have goodies. Like that's not stealing though anymore. I think I believe that you need a proper heist, if nothing else. I think it's possible. Just very improbable. Oni! You're gonna steal? From a TV? You do take my transistors out to lunch? No, I'm just gonna take your stuff. So, Oni. TV head, individual. Nice, so really nice of them. Give me what I want. Transistors. So, okay. Having a TV for a head notably makes you very top-heavy. So if I pushed you over, I feel like I feel like you're kind of down. I feel like you're done a little bit. Like, do you got any lore? You got any lore I should know about off the top of my head? Off the top of your head, I guess, I mean? Just when I was grooving. God damn it. Can I chew on your copper wires? Very polite. I don't know. I feel like you get mugged. I feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like we either mug you or we pickpocket you. I'm sorry, Oni. You don't immediately threaten me, I guess. Like, what do you think? What do you think, Oni? Like, look at this. You're adorable. You're so cute. I could just push you over and take all your items out of your pockets. Like... I like, I don't know, man. I think we're good. Like, I think it's really easy, honestly. Like, I'm sorry, but like we're gonna have it's not gonna just be like completely into like I'm still gonna have to like interact with you and like, you know, like pickpocket you or whatever. But like, so it's not just gonna be like with no resistance just take your stuff. But like, I don't know, you don't threaten me in this case. I hope you're not offended, of course. I just think you might want to. It's for so you probably trick me out in the plaza. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, all right. We'll put you. There we go. A little higher in the pickpocketing tier. You might want to like carry a gun or something though. Like you look a little too cute. We bumping Valhalla in here. This next person's design is so cool. Like, I'm fucking baffled by it, honestly. Where are they? It's not you. Is this Every Day's Night? Yes. It's my favorite song from the soundtrack. Okay. So we have someone by the name Pazuzu Helmoth. Who, they are so cool looking. Look at this reference sheet. I am threatened just looking at this. This person is fighting me. Like, I don't even think that they're necessarily even, like, gonna wait for me to try to steal from them. I think they're just fighting me. To begin with. So I think minimum, we're gonna need to jump them. We're gonna need to jump them. They seem like the type to carry their shit on them, though. So I don't necessarily think we gotta bank rob them or anything along those lines. But I do think we're definitely gonna need to, like, be ready with some other people to get this done, you know what I mean? Like, look at that fucking gauntlet. And they're covered in spikes. Like, this is wild. I love their design, though. I'm following. Pure hellfire in VTuber form. I blast black metal and give emergency care. They're so cool. What the fuck? They're so cool. We're gonna need to jump them, I think, definitely. At least 5 pockets versus them. Next up, we have Pink Cloud. Pink Cloud, I believe, is a... appears to just kind of be a... let me look for lore. Let me do a little lore search. Okay, quote from the bio, "I love all things pink, cute, and soft. Let's have fun together." I kind of don't get the... I don't get the vibe that this person is going to fight me. And they're a cat. Facebook marketing scheme. Really? Maybe. Could sell them anything. That's a good point. I think candy. Low candy, but candy. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna be like, no, no, please, do not take my goods. But they're not gonna do anything about it. To where it's like, okay, lol. We're reaching the latter half of this now. So our next friend is Ray Pierre, Pirate Clown VTuber. Says, quote, "You'll never have my precious ginger ale." I think Ray fights. I think, you know, he's a pirate. He's definitely gonna fight you back a little bit, you know? He's gonna put him up. So we're gonna minimum mugging. But here's the thing. Ray's also a pirate. That's the thing, too. Like, Ray is also a thief. So, like... And also a pirate, for that matter. Pirates, like, you know... pirate ships and shit. Like, I don't know. How competent of a pirate do we think Ray is? Because, like, piracy, in a lot of ways, is... the act of just fucking boarding one another's ships in large... Oh no, dude, I'll take from anyone. Honor Among Thieves is a joke. Unless you work for me. Unless you work for me? Honor Among Thieves is so dumb. If you have something I want, I'm taking it. That's how it is. If I hear that an art piece I want just got taken by someone else, cool. It's just in different hands now. So I think Ray's pretty high up there, because like think about shipboarding and ship battles, right? Like that's like, is that not a bank heist? Is that not a bank robbery tier event? Like in order to get the things that Ray is attending to, which will typically be on Ray's ship, we're gonna need to like mount an event for this. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, maybe it's just as simple as go board the ship and fight everyone. I think it's like bank robbery tier. It's a little less planning than like enter a pocket dimension. Like it's not, or you know, try to navigate a pyramid. Like I don't think it's gonna be that hard. It's gonna be pretty hard. It's gonna be hard enough to where I'm gonna put Ray in bank robbery event tier. Yeah, we need our own boat. Like there's prep for this. Next up is too much motherfucking Sasha. Why did I stutter? Jesus Christ. Get it together, Pinch. Stupid bitch. Get it together. Okay. So Sasha says, in response to this tweet, "On God, try it." That's... This is a... I didn't even say I was gonna take anything from her, and she's like, what are you gonna fucking... Who do you think you are? Like fucking Christ, okay? So, minimum mugging. The lowest. The absolute lowest is a mugging. But I don't necessarily think that's true. Because Sasha is used to living in a location where, like, literally every single day you have to be aware of all of your goods and, like, what is happening with them. So, like, they're going to be very acutely aware of how to defend what they do have. So, I kind of think jumping. Like, we're gonna, like, and the only reason I don't say bank robbery tier is because Sasha, I don't think has enough to where it would be on the level of bank robbery. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What goodies do you get in Chernobyl? The elephant's foot? Like, what? What is there? So I think you're gonna go decently high. It's gonna be a real guerrilla shootout of sorts. But yeah, you're definitely gonna be, like, ready to fight for it. So, yeah, I think that's a reasonable placement. I don't see anything lower being applicable or anything higher being applicable, but I definitely... a good bite out of the elephant's foot. It's so yummy looking. Thank you very much for your submission, Sasha. Thank you everybody very, very much for your submissions. Our next one was not submitted via Twitter, once again. A-OK. It is PK Ninja. We got PK Ninja here, who is a ninja with water powers, or water jutsus. Who is in training, notably, though. I feel like I remember this. I feel like this is true. You're in training, you're not graduated. Is this truth? I'm just looking for confirmation. Water, light shields, and light. Okay. Good to know. And lightning. No, okay, you have. Okay, so you're like a ninja. Like, flat out a ninja, right? Cool. So we got a magic ninja. Iris says in get jumped tier. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to agree. I'm pretty inclined to agree. Like, right about here-ish, I think. Multi-man... Yeah, I think that's fair. Getting wet sucks. Fort Knox. I think that's just a question of your willingness. I think PK goes pretty high. Because, like, you don't fuck with a ninja... Or you do fuck with a ninja in this case, but, like... Bank rape is too much effort. Yeah, right? I think this is reasonable. I think this is a pretty decent placement. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm alright with this. Yeah. Uh-huh. Good shit. Right, because I think, you know, PK is definitely going to be good at... Like, I think at that point she's more focused on escaping, at which point she might just drop the thing that she's, like, trying to defend. Right? Which is what we want. We just want the thing. We don't want to, like, fucking beat her to death or anything. So I think if we just get her to leave the thing behind by forcing a disadvantageous state where, like, the ninja instinct will be to run the fuck away, I think we're good. A super speed? Give us, like, ninja super speed. And again, though, that hand-to-hand... Okay, it'd certainly be a climactic fight. I'll put you above Sasha, actually. Because Sasha's, like, one person who's just very skilled in... like, guerrilla warfare. So, like, she's definitely gonna, like, especially in a context where she's gonna get jumped, like, she's gonna be, like, very keen to abandon quickly. So I think you're actually gonna be a lot harder to make abandon quickly. Michi is fucking crazy, probably. Like, I feel like she's too eager to start fighting you and your group of people. So, like, I think she's gonna be a bit harder. So I don't necessarily put you above Michi here. But I guess I'll put you above Sasha in this case. Because, like, It's a lot of superpowers, frankly. Looks like perfect placement. Okay. I'm glad you feel that way. Let's find... Where is she? Next person. Sophie, doll VTuber. This is a cute design. Aw. She says, being a toy, I'm afraid I'd be the thing that'd get stolen. Ow. So, how tall is she? Let me look really quickly. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of...
Do something about it.
Concerned about here. Like, how... So, she doesn't really look like a fighter, based on these... She's really cute art, actually. I'm following her. It looks like... Okay, in this picture, I know this is an emote, probably. But, like, does it not look like she's in a doll box? Like, is she, like, the size of my forearm? Because at that point... If you pick part of the campaign, it's a win. Listen, I don't generally like to steal people. I'm not really a kidnapper or anything like that. Candy tier at high. Yeah, I think right here-ish. So you just grab her, right? She's pretty small. So, understandable. I think that's fair. So, alright. Good shit. I am following her now. She's very cute. I like her bit. I think it's very nice. Wait, hold on, wait, what's her... Frill Seekers. Oh, that's so cute. Everyone follow her, please. At Sophie on Twitter. Ask Sophie doll. Sophie is such a cute name, too. Everyone go follow her, please. Go on Twitter and, like, find... Like, this GIF is so cute. That's fun. She's fun. I like her. We only have a few more folks left to rank, unless anybody came into chat and wants to be included. You can send me a PNG and I'll add it. As long as it's, like, mostly square. Where... There you are. Alright. So, our next consultant, Spiral. Oh my god. Wait, Sophie, we just fucking... we just ranked you. We just ranked you. Okay, hold on. Can you confirm something for me really quickly that might change your ranking slightly? Are you the typical size of a doll? Like, are you the size of my forearm? Well, JD doesn't use Twitter that much these days, so that doesn't surprise me. Hello, though. It's lovely to see you here. Thank you for coming out to the stream. My name's Pinch. What do you think of your ranking? You're right here. Okay. So our next consultant is SpiralGal.exe while we wait for Sophie, if she is providing that information. Spiral... Oh, I am by default, but I can transfer the size of a 6-foot woman for about 1 to 2 hours. Taking damage and using my powers shortens the duration. Interesting. Now, okay. Would you use that... Would you use that in order to deter someone from taking your purse, for example? Would you start fighting a little bit? And a better question, actually. Better question. If you were out on the town, would you be in that form typically? Like if you went shopping, for example. These are the questions we must ask to determine your personal security. Okay. I gotta say though, Sophie, really quickly, while I have you immediately. Fucking I was scrolling through your media tab really quickly. Very cute. Absolutely adorable stuff. I'm unsure if you... I didn't look super hard. I wasn't super thorough. So I'm not sure if you drew it all, but very cute. A lot to love there. So. Actually, hold on. Let's think about this. Let's think about Sophie again. Because I think we do move her up a little bit. Because I don't know, like, I feel like that conditional clause towards, like, is she gonna start a fight? Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Because then that becomes a mugging, right? But even then, it becomes like, if we're aware, you're too kind. Yes, I would defend myself if I needed to. And I'm not transferring you to hand my human partner's purse while she's out. Okay, so then it becomes like a... Okay, then it becomes like a hands-off my friend type of thing. Alright. But then that's also under the consideration that it's like, assuming you're out, it's two people. So does this become a get jumped on the basis that like 2v1 if it's a mugging? Interesting. Then again, let's think about like Martha Wayne and the dude who killed Batman's parents. I don't know, that was 2v1. Just had a gun, right? 3v1 technically if you count the kid. Kid Bruce. This brings up an interesting question because you have a buddy typically, which brings this up a bit. So then, assuming that your partner like engages in a form of defense as well, this becomes like an active 2v1 fight, which no thief wants because that's a ruckus, right? So I think you actually go up multiple tiers, if I'm honest with you. I suppose I underestimated you in this case. It's like that is a 6 foot tall woman. You know what I mean? Like that is like, I don't care who you are. You know, that's like, okay, there's some, you gotta fight that. So I'll say yeah. I think you go up to like the bottom of get jumped. You need like at least a few people in order to like deal with you. Yeah, that's what I'll say for now. But so let's continue forward. Oh fuck. To Spiral Galaxy. SpiralGal.exe is a hive mind network capable of a heightened state of awareness / observation. Very cool. Love it. Con. Hive mind shares one brain cell, so she doesn't exactly have a lot of confidence in herself in this way. But also, like... So, like, she's like... What am I supposed to do here? What exactly do I do against Spiral? What do I do? Minimum mugging, I guess. I think we kind of have to jump her. It has to be like... Then again, like, how many people do you need to have a coordinated... Like, is this like a bank robbery event? Like, just to pull off a typical jumping. Like, do you need to have a bank robbery event in this case? Because, like, if Spirals, like, all of them are focused on, like, fighting this group of people, they have to be a pretty coordinated group of people in order to deal with having this one person be, like, fighting everyone, right? So, like, in my experience as a thief, that's pretty hard to pull off. That's like bank robbery tier at least. So I might put... I'm gonna put her up there. I'm gonna put her up there because the concept is simple, which is to say, win a fight. Right? But the question is just winning the fight. It's a hard fight to win. And generally speaking, you don't really want to take this. You really don't want to steal from her because she's not an easy person to steal from. You kind of have to steal from her only if you have to, you know what I mean? Because she is kind of a big deal in this case. A big threat. You're like, she better have something you really want. So I think that's reasonable. Also, she's so cute. Super fucking cute design. Cute ass design. I love Spiral Galaxy. She's... Also the name, gal.exe. That's cute. A lot to love there. You put a lot of thought. You have to. You have to. Thievery is mostly mind work. A couple little tricks of the hands, and you're done. It's tricks of the hands after tricks of the minds. So let's see here. Let's see here. We have a few more. Who are we? It's Steak. I honestly, I kind of feel bad for our next person here. Steak says it'd be pretty easy. Fucking poor guy. He's got no confidence. He's just give it up. Doesn't even care. Just like, oh man. Oh well. I mean, like, he's even got a knife too. He's got a weapon. And again, he's got like tubby little legs. I feel like visible weapons, so +5. I don't know if I agree. There's not much room for defense here, I guess. He's got a knife. I'm tempted to put him in candy. Because hear me out, right? Hear me out. My arms are longer than his wingspan. I think like I put a foot up on him, on his mushroom cap, and then he can't get to me. I just let him tire himself out. He's like, yeah. Plot twist: he cuts his head open, releasing infectious spores, and you become the Last of Us. I mean, I feel like he'd disclose that. I feel like he'd disclose that as opposed to saying it'd be pretty easy. I struggle to think of a world where even if he tries to fight me, it will be hard. Just kind of got those Rayman hands, though. He's got the Rayman hands where he's like, you know, like they're disjointed and everything. So that's definitely something to consider here. Like, I don't know. Is he just gonna like try to cut at my ankles? Like, ow, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I think he's candy tier. Right, because, you know, I'm trying to tell him how to improve his personal security. And I think that start with a little more confidence definitely helps. Rayman hands have more reach than you think, right? Rayman hands doesn't know how far they can stretch outward. Right? Like, he could definitely do something with it, maybe. But, like, I don't know. I think, based on his defeatist sentiment here... Also, who knows? What if he's not trying to, you know, brandish that knife and... Like, he looks like he's about to have a sandwich. He looks like he's about to enjoy a delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or is he called Steak, and because it's a steak knife? And he's gonna enjoy a delicious steak? Is that it? Like, I don't think he's prepared to fight me. Defeat is a state of mind. Exactly. I can take whatever I want from him, because he's just like, I can take his knife! I can take his knife from him! I just kind of think I've got him. I've got him hook, line, and sinker a little bit. Okay, so hold on. The tiers. You a fan of Sly Cooper? I got a history with Sly Cooper. They based that shit off of me. I was here first. It's a psyop. Like yeah. Conceptually, I like Sly Cooper. I've actually never played one of the games. Eventually, I will. I promise I will soon enough. Because also, like, Sly Cooper's a cool character. I ain't gonna listen. I know he's stealing my thing. I know he's harshing my vibe. But, like, he's a cool guy. I like his weapon. I think he's got a really underrated weapon. The cane? The hook cane? That's fucking sick. Sly Cooper's dope. I think Steak goes down a tier. Because Steak, like... Not a tier. Down one position. Alright. So we only have 4 people left. Unless anyone in chat hasn't put themselves on here and wants to be on it, just let me know. I'll send you a Discord invite to the Discord. You can send me a PNG there. All right. If you haven't yet put yourself onto the tier list or allowed yourself to be put onto the tier list, we've only got a few people left. Let's find our next person really quickly. Tabby Caddy says, "Alrighty, pretty raccoon." First off, oh you, thank you. You've caught my curiosity. So, cute design. I really think it's under. Something's happened. Hold on. Yes, continue watching, please. Okay. Alright. Really underrated to do the little wrist and like chest fur in Catgirl designs. Love it. Let me really quickly check for any lore. Appears? I think so. I think I'm looking at okay, I'm pretty sure that this is mostly just kind of Catgirl. I'm not getting a lot of lore. I was looking for lore. I think we got. I think. Okay. Appears to be primarily Catgirl with a cute design. Do we think she fights if you try to take stuff from her? What do we think her awareness level is? She's a cat. That's something to consider. Cats have good hearing. Cats have good smell. Cats have good eyesight. Right? But is she gonna use it? Those some big ass teeth. She could bite you. Would she? Would she bite you? That's the question here. Probably like a 6 out of 10 on the awareness scale. Okay. Alright, okay. Customer's response: the highest Catgirl so far, but still no more than a pickpocket. I think that's reasonable. His glasses implies poor eyesight. That's true. That's true. I think about here-ish. I'm thinking right about here. Like, I don't know. She could retaliate, maybe. She could be like, ugh. I don't know. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from her. There's not a lot to go on, so that's what I'm going to say for now. So about the same with our other, like, Catgirl individuals. Love Catgirls, by the way. I would never disparage fellow Kettle Mimi. She also called me pretty. She called me pretty. Okay, she goes she goes up a bit. She called me pretty. Fine. Listen, okay, I'm not immune to flattery. I'm very, very susceptible to flattery. So, don't worry. I will put her a little higher, because, you know, she's just saying the right things here. Next up, Teddy Deadrat. And Teddy, I have to say, every time I see this image, I love it. You know that? I love this. Need your ego to go up a rank. I love this picture. You know that, Teddy? I could have gotten into Fortnite with better words. Maybe. A powerful rat named Teddy... Theodore Teddy Deadrat. Teddy. So, it is my understanding that you are the size of a rat. It is my understanding that you are the size of the palm of my hand. Is this true? I can pick you up and just kind of like hold you a little bit. So like once I'm there... Dude, I'm fucking grooving right now. Despite my titanic intellect, yes, I am physically an ordinary rat. That's okay, you're a little bipedal. You're a little above. You're like Remy. And Remy's cool as fuck. I love that guy. And that's okay. You know, so, okay, here's the thing though. You bring up, the lab has security measures. Curious to see how you do. So you have security measures, and you appear to be the mad scientist type. Real flowers for Algernon, if you will. So, I'm gonna assume that there's some real bloodborne Nightmare of Mensis type shit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna make the assumption that you're bringing up. Oh, hello, Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie. Bonnie, send me a square PN... Or, hold on. Actually, I have one of you. Don't worry. I am first and foremost a biological engineer. Okay, hold on. So you say security measures. Do you mean like fucking Frankenstein's? Dude, that's like a... That's a Castlevania game. That's not a heist. How the fuck am I supposed to deal with that? Army of clones? Wait, clones of you? Or clones of... The fuck do I do there? Hey, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Certainly doable. But I think, based on this... I think you're probably going in proper heist here. Maybe above Nixie. Because Nixie at least... No, well then again, she's an active princess. So her pyramid would be guarded. So... And Nixie presumably has a degree of, like, combat prowess. Or something at least a little bit. What cool would be in a biological science lab? All sorts of shit. Well, I mean, I do take contract work, of course, so even if I don't really particularly care, I'll, you know, if someone wants something, I'll go for it. I'll steal it and give it to them. There could be many things. There could be different formulas for things, research. It's not my fault humans don't seem to know what's best for them. Real! I get that! Fuck humans. I love them though, but I don't. But I love them though. Why do you think I take all their art? Because I like it. So, I think Teddy, this is a pretty decent place for you. Poor fools. Teddy will show them. Teddy will show them all! Yes. Alright. I think this is pretty good placement. Do you think this is pretty good placement? Do you agree with this, Teddy? Is that a Teddy impression? That's not quite a Teddy impression, I'd say. That's great? Alright, lovely. Really quickly, Bonnie, if you don't mind, I'm gonna add you to this. That's cool. So I've thought about this a lot, you know. I don't... One second. I gotta say, honestly, out of anyone, I've kind of thought about how to take something from the castle more than most other people. Like, how to take something from any... Do I have a picture of you? No fucking way I don't have a picture of you. Hold on, wait. No, I've got one, I got one. Even if my voice is painful. Alright, this is the best image I've got right now. Thank fuck it kept my placements. We'll get to you in just a moment, Bonnie. But so first, before that, Tiny Tribble, very good friend of the channel, is here and ready to go. Hello, Astro. Anyone... Oh, hold on, lol. Yeah. Oops. Anyone who wishes to... to be included, who has not yet, send me a PNG of you on Discord, if you're in my Discord, or if you just know my Discord, and I will put you in. Or on Twitter. From the door, like late summer, they slowly fade away. There we go. Tiny says, it'd probably be easy physically, but consider the emotional toll. So for those of you who do not know, Tiny Tribble is a ball of hair. Moving on. So, sorry. No, okay. So, Tiny has no arms or legs. I know Tiny gets around. I'm pretty sure it's like Tumbleweed rules a little bit. Tiny's a Puffle. Tiny's a Tribble. Puffles are kind of similar. Do a Tiny... I can't do... I'm not just gonna do impressions of my friends. Maybe Max. Maybe I'll do Max. But no, Tiny says, consider the emotional toll. I'm mugging my partner. It's, it's all good. I have absolutely no gripes about anything. The hardest of the... Let me actually fix that. I'm sorry, Bunny, but it had to be done. Alright. So... yeah, no, I prison! Anarchy. Yeah, Tiny would be quite the easy steal, to be fair. The final two. Ellie at least has a sword. I don't think she's gonna use it. So let's see here. Max messaged me with something a minute ago. So here we go. We're about now. Here we are. Let me find a music. Probably not, but it's there. Let me find. Here we go. So here's an image of the lovely, my wonderful friend, Maxwell Keith, Fly VTuber, Lord of the Flyweights, fake life virtual tuber, and real life professional wrestler and fake life virtual tuber. Notably, so, okay, Max has given me a little bit of a lore rundown, a little lore lowdown, a little bit. And as kind of goofy as Max's character is, and that he's like mostly blind and his wings don't work, I think that he's got like a rage in him. I think he's got enough of a rage in him to where he's not gonna let you do something easily. You gotta at least mug the man. I think, you know, you throw some sand in his eyes and he's done. and maybe play a really loud noise and he's maybe done because he's operating on a couple less senses. But I definitely think you at least have to mug the man. I think maybe he goes up. Pocket salt! Max is kind of scrappy, though. He's kind of scrappy. He's giving me a bit of a lore lowdown, though, and I'm kind of thinking maybe he goes a little higher. He's also, like... I know his character isn't necessarily a wrestler, but, like, I don't know. I feel like he's got to have the knowledge of that a little bit. Like, does he go to get jumped tier? Like, I don't know. I think like here-ish. Like, decently high. Because he's mad. He's gonna get mad at you. You know, you can't just get away with it. I mean, you probably could. But, like, he's gonna, like, hunt you. He's not gonna hunt you down, but he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, he's gonna square up on you a little bit. If that makes sense. Again, last call. Last call for our for tier list placement. Anyone who isn't here and wants to be, let me know. Sound off in chat, and then we will just finish up. But what would he say when mugged? Oh, I know what you're doing. I know your game, Firestorm. What would he say? I'm sorry, I'm fucking grooving right now. Let me find a good image of Bonnie to... Let me get a good image of Bonnie here. Here's a good image of Bonnie. This is a good picture. And maybe there's better, hold on. I gotta do her justice, at least. Maybe that one was good.
Swallow this.
I'm about this image. Locked up like... You think Fort Knox? You really think Fort Knox? This is a good image. I hadn't seen this image yet, actually, Bonnie. This is a good picture. I like this one. You're thinking Fort Knox? Mono's in a different fucking dimension. Mono's in a different dimension, and that is why Mono is in Fort Knox here. At least it's the... Listen. Bonnie gives the directions to the castle all the time. We know where it is. We can quantify all the rooms. It is a speedrunnable, preparable event. Okay? Got like 200 feet of personal space around it. True, I guess, but like... I don't know. Listen, okay, here's the thing. Here's the deal, right? I think I'm fucked. Because let's assume it's me in this case. Because this is like a superhuman heist in this case. So you're gonna need me. This is a... My army is about the size of Equatorial Guineas. I mean, hey. It happens. Here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. You don't need to fight anyone. That's the point. That's where you get at. Okay? It's all about stuff in this case, right? Now, of course, if I were going to, I'm not necessarily, she pays me good money. But if I were going to take something from the castle that is worth it, right? So it isn't exclusively stealing from your person. No, it is not. It is not, because we also considered Teddy for this. And if I saw Teddy out on the street, I'd be able to take literally anything from her body. You'll be locked up before you say good morning. Okay, I'm sorry, that little bag of bones. Alright, I can take old rocks in a fight. 1,000,000%. I don't know. I don't think it's the Panopticon you think it is. It's been around a while, the walls are old. They haven't settled quite right. There's gotta be cracks and shit. I don't know. I don't think it's his. Listen. He has two faces. Oh boy. He's got no meat on his bones. Bring a hammer. Bring a wrench. Okay, what's the plan here, though? Let me think of the plan. Let me think of the plan here, okay? Ban in-game anything but... This is not a game. This is real security advice. Again, I'm not intending to actually take anything. That's what I'm saying here. I'm not actually going to steal anything from you, but I'm saying, as a thief, and in my professional opinion, if you are going to have someone try to take something from you, it will have to be as follows. So, if you're trying to stop me from taking something from you, you'll need the proper preparations. First off, the castle is in a consistent location, right? This is the first fault of it. I've known other castles that appear in various different locations that can just appear wherever, right? It teleports? Yeah. Has it ever? You always say it's in the same place. You always say it's in the exact same place. There's very detailed directions, frankly. Not lately, no. Okay, but okay. If you got word that I were going to take an item from you, would you teleport it? Not that you would get word of this. This is a my head only operation. In some ways, this actually works better if it's just one person doing it. As evidenced by Belmont-esque operations within other vampiric castles related. There are falsehoods to having more than maybe 4 people involved in it. So it's better as a small operation. Now, you could fight your way through if you were a very specific person. But that's for a very specific thing. You're not trying to go up the Astral Clock Tower. You're not trying to go up all these other things. You're not trying to fight the bats on the bridge. You're not trying to do any of this other stuff. You just want the treasury. That's it. The castle has wall check? Absolutely. No way it doesn't. Bonnie is very campy. She would absolutely have wall chicken. I was attempting to devil's advocate with the castle, but honestly, you can't go 5 without tripping over some piece of gonzo treasure. Exactly! Listen, you just go there to deliver mail or something and just... whoop. You've technically stolen something of yours. Therefore, it's honestly a lot easier. But if we want the really good stuff, the stuff that would bother Bonnie if it were gone, we have to get to the treasury, right? It's not going to be in the throne room. It's not going to be on Bonnie's person, unless it's something very, very particular. If you're trying to steal her necklace, that's on you. I can't do a Bonnie impression. I'm not doing an impression of anyone. Tell me to read something aloud, then. I would target her unity and Viroid knowledge. That's what she values. That's knowledge, though. I can't steal that. You can only steal that by killing people. That's not really my thing. Okay, But here's the thing. Alternate routing, right? You go on the rooftops, you go through the rafters, and you just walk through, right? You walk through like maintenance, okay? Because if you swear fealty to a certain degree, because she's not very picky about who she lets in, right? Which is fine. You know, you can pretty feasibly get in there. It's gonna take some coordination, and it's gonna take, like, it's gonna be proper heist here. I'm gonna give you that. Like, absolutely proper heist here. Right? The question is, like, I think that it's such a breathing space, it's such a breathing community, to where if you bring yourself into that breathing community, there's a decent shot that you could bring yourself to the treasury and, like, find a little bit of work there, take whatever, and then leave. Getting a ring camera on the portcullis. See, this is why we do this stream, because now you know what you have to have. You are operating on, like, crystal balls or some shit as security. That will not cut it in today's day and age. Antiquated technology. You can only look at one thing at a time, when you could be looking at multiple different things at once. Here's the thing, though. Is social deception easier or harder than probably guaranteed fighting through a bunch of weird clones or dodging pyramid booby traps? And frankly, though, here's the thing. I think you're yeah, okay, here. You know what? It's true, ring cameras turn over their footage to the police with no warrants, so if you have one, dunk it in the trash. Oof. Could Pinch take her on if needed, or does this need to be a full stealth heist? The question is, Bonnie, do you respect me? Do you respect me enough for a duel? Because I've thought about this too. A lot. I think it's a somewhat even 1v1. Enough to duel me, though? If I'm just taking your shit? I mean, I guess it's fair. You should expect this. Electors and Shale. I am the safest one here. Ancient Battle Royale. No, yeah, I've thought really hard about, like, what a fight would be between me and Bonnie. I've thought very hard about it. I'd like, if I could, like, bring any one animation into existence just magically, it might be that. If I'm 100% honest with you, my perfect idea for it, specifically to attract epic duels. Perfect! God damn it. I hate how when I press the show rocket button, or when I pull out the rocket, Opera GX gets scared. Oh no, it's in my hand. I just got it here. It's just kind of there. That's where I hold it. Where and when? But yeah. Okay. I think you're listen, there's an entire game series about going in and not stealing shit, but, like, breaking into castles against the will of the people who own the castles. It's called Castlevania, alright? And you're aware of it. Everyone else is aware of it. It's hard! So you're gonna go at top of proper heist. You have to be... Because let's think about this, right? I equate it to a deathless run of Castlevania. Right? You need to be very aware of that. You need to be aware of every room. And, like, if you're, like, winging it, you know, you have to be ready. That's a proper heist. That is a proper heist and a half. And I think Nyx is only below you because I think Nyx actively becomes endeared to the people within the web. And it's like, aw, teehee. And then, like, will eventually throw you a bone because Nyx is going to know everything about what you're doing. But yeah. You would simply rob the castles during the day. Actually? Wait. Wait, would that work? Would that... hmm. Would that work? Hmm. Yeah, set the button there. Honestly, is that gonna bring it down a tier? Like a peg a little bit? Why the fuck? Oh, wait. No. Fucking keep my music playing, motherfucker. Alright. Do you think that, like, just going in the day? It's still guarded. You have a guard rotate. Yeah, but, like, I don't know. Who am I afraid of, though? You know what I mean? Like, oh. That's true. And it's pretty big. It might take you a while. At least maybe the whole day. Unless you started, like... But the skeletons would also burn in the sunlight. Isn't that the majority? Like, who's there? Squid? Does the castle lock during the day? I think it's a pretty decent idea if it doesn't. When you just because soon pause and stuff like, please, YouTube. Hi, Michi! Hey. So I usually wake around 1 p.m. I use this for at least an hour and a half after that, so... Oh, okay, great. 1 to 2 p.m. EST is the afternoon? The afternoon? The most obvious time to do anything? Alright, sure. Don't mind me. I think that it, because of the motley crew of individuals, you might be able to dating sim your way through most of it, actually. Yeah. No. Yeah. I could go either way. In that Nyx and Bonnie's realms. Afternoon instead of afternoon. Bonnie and Nyx's realms are both very similar in that they will fuck you up if you go in at the wrong time. And if you have the wrong planning. But if you do go in, and then you, like, do it right, eventually some party within it is going to endear themselves to you somewhat. And maybe you will be given a... you will be thrown a bone, if you will, within your quest through it. So they're both definitely heists. And I think that because they are actively guarded by weird fucked up things, they are probably still going to be harder than Nixies here, because Nixies are just people with, like, spears and shit. That's fine, you can run away. But, like, bats and wyverns and shit, you get both of those with them. But there are social elements that you can aim for. And as everyone knows, the greatest weakness in security is your own trust. This is the truth. If I really want something from you, I'm going to get really close to you, and then you're going to let me in on it, and then I'm going to take it from you, and then I'm going to leave. I'm not actually going to do that, of course, but just, like, be careful. Be careful. You can be too trusting. It is such a thing that can happen. So ultimately, remember, use a VPN, make sure that you're not doing things within camera sight that are going to be purported to people who maybe would like to take your shit or put you in jail or otherwise harm you. Don't do that shit on camera. And as much as I'm going to tell you to do that, it's going to be hard. We are in a surveillance state. So do your best and try not to get stolen from. So, let's look at the tier list. I think we're finalized. Do we see anyone who should be higher or lower, whether in placement or in tier? So I'm feeling pretty good. So, notably, what we're gonna look at a few trends here on the list. The least safe are people who either actively want me to steal from them, or are so trusting and eager to give joy to where I could lock them in a bathroom and take things from them on accident. Master Manipulator Space Buffet. Okay, let me tell you my master plan here, Bonnie. I call up Buffy. I say, "Hey, Buffy, one of the pockets is having a birthday party here at the bunker. We'd like you to do entertainment for it. This is a lie. Notably, this is a lie." And then, so what I do is I get Buffy, and Buffy, "Where's the party? Where's the party? Oh, where's the party? It's in the bathroom. In the bathroom." And then I'm like, "Yeah, Buffy, the party's in the bathroom, Buffy." And then Buffy goes to the bathroom and is like, "Oh no. Oh no. Where is everybody?" I close the bathroom door. I lock the bathroom door. Buffy's like, "No, Piamch, why? Why, Piamch?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, Buffy." And what now? So I've asked Buffy to bring the item that I want to take from Buffy, and they've now left it in the foyer of the vault. And so because they are now locked in the bathroom, I can then take it and put it somewhere else. And then when I was like, "Oh, sorry about that, Buffy. I didn't realize that door was locked. My sincerest apologies, Buffy." When I let them out, and the item is now stashed away. It's now a question of gaslighting Buffy into thinking that they forgot it. And then when they leave, I have the item. That is how you scam Buffy. Alternatively, I have also already stolen Buffy's ship. So, I know, wonderful plan. We're preying on Buffy's inherent instinct to bring joy to others and then punishing them for it. Yeah. I think this is good. This is a good list. I think we actually might bring... We might bring Spiral above Ray. Bless the precious space clown. Hold on, let's shout out Buffy. If you don't follow Buffy, you should. Buffy's gonna... I think I can say this. Buffy's looking to start streaming again soon, and I'm very, very excited. You should absolutely fucking follow Buffy. I love Buffy. I pick up Buffy, I hug Buffy so tight. But yeah, follow Buffy or die. Or explode. Precisely. I feel pretty good about this tier list, though. Yeah. I think this is pretty good. I'm happy with this. Alright. Dope. I think that will be all. I know if you have no complaints. Fucking other dimension headassery. Just gonna be over like that. Buffy's so lovely. Also, let's get a shout out from Michi. But I can't have another shout out. Fuck. Everyone follow Michi through chat, please. Everyone follow everyone through chat, please, actually. everyone in here is someone who I really like the work of in one way or another. So you should do that now. Not joking. I'll wait. Anyway, shut the fuck up, Firestorm. Shut the fuck up. I like your stuff. I like your stuff. Okay, so this is the tier list. I think we're good. I think we're good here. Alright. This will be posted on Twitter immediately following the stream. But I think with this, we do wrap up. Now, if of course. Allow me to find someone to raid today. Let's find... I hope you all enjoyed the tier list stream. Something a little different. Oh, we have to raid Moelle. Yeah, it's her birthday! She titled the stream 10 Marios Kissing. Why? Did she do that? I mean, her birthday. I'm not gonna say no, but... So 10 Marios can kiss, obviously. Yeah, that's true. Alright. I hope you all had a great time hanging out here tonight. I know I did. I think this was really fun. Thank you, everybody. I hope I didn't trivialize anyone else's lore on accident. It was not the intent. I felt I was pretty respectful to everyone's. I hope you all had a good time. I've been Pinch. I'll have a schedule up probably tomorrow. I expect a little bit less in terms of streaming this coming week, but I'm going to be working on some other stuff. Hopefully a return of the Pinch's Gallery stream soon enough. I think that would be nice. I think it would be very, very nice to do. I can't wait. I hope you guys can't wait either. We're gonna be looking into doing some new things. I should probably get an OST next week, maybe. There will be some fun stuff done, regardless. We'll get a new person to co-star. Who knows? Well, we could do a lot of different things. But anyway, if you enjoyed the stream, I'd appreciate, if you're not following, if you do so. But I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna make you, because there's more of me, and you'll see me again. Anyway, hope you all have a great night. I have been Pinch. You have been delightful. Have a great night. Have a great night. And check your pockets, by the way.